Joining us now, Skye Perryman, President and CEO of Democracy Forward, one of the groups that have brought legal challenges to the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. Skye, thanks for being here. What's your initial reaction to this move from the Supreme Court?
I think it's very concerning that we continue to see the Supreme Court issue orders that are pausing what our federal courts are doing across the country, endangering people, and not even explaining their decisions. This is yet another order that we've seen where the only justices that bothered to write anything down was the dissenting justices. And so I think that that's a piece of this, not to bury the lead. And then I think the other is the concerning situation that we have with the administration continuing to try to deprive people in this country of process that's entitled to them under the Constitution.
Yeah, so talk more about that. What kind of challenges could this ruling create for organizations like yours trying to provide migrants due process before they're deported?
Well, I think it's important to note this ruling is very concerning, and especially the fact that the court did not even share with the American people its reasoning here. But the Constitution is still intact, and you've already seen the federal judge in this case, because of other legal theories in the case, issue an order this morning about the particular plaintiffs in the case. So for organizations like us and so many others, we want the American people to know that there are lawyers that are going to be in court every single day insisting on process, and that the Supreme Court with this order did not decide any legal issue finally. It just lifted a protection that a lower court had put in place, which of course is highly concerning, especially since they continue to not describe for the American people and explain what they are doing.
Do you think the administration will respect the narrow scope of this decision?
Well, that's also been a real troubling thing that we've seen, because you, of course, have the administration and the dissenting justices noted this in dissent. You have an administration that is just flaunting court orders, including, by the way, in this case, disregarding court orders from lower courts across the country, those orders that keep people safe. And then at the same time, anytime they get an order that they may agree with, they want to blow it out of proportion and act like it's a bigger win than it actually is. And so we're, of course, monitoring that, as are so many lawyers, and are just going to continue to insist that the courts protect the rights of people and that this administration protect the rights of people, and will use the courts to hold them accountable.
How do you see this decision playing out in practice if these migrants are sent to nations in which they don't know the language, they don't have access to resources? What is that reality like?
Well, this shows you how arbitrary the government's position in these cases has been, because they're actually trying to send people to countries that our very own State Department has said are not countries that people should be traveling to or be in. So that's, the first piece. But I also think you see the judge already this morning in this particular case, acting to protect the individual clients, because there were multiple other bases for the, multiple other bases protecting those people. So.
Okay, Skye Perryman, I appreciate you as always. Thank you very much.